Welcome to the Wild Gut Project. My name is Kerry. If you're new here, this channel is all about being vegan and low FODMAP, and today's video is a packed lunch recipe. So this is kind of my take on a instant pot noodle that's healthy and nutritious and low FODMAP. I tried a few variations this week, and this is the way I found worked the best, because a lot of the recipes online you don't cook the vegetables, but if you're in an office and you can basically just boil the kettle and pour that on, it doesn't work so well, and you basically just have like a kind of overly wet salad. So this is my way around it, and I hope you enjoy it. We're going to start by prepping the vegetables. So I've got about half a cup of broccoli, just the heads, some root ginger, tomatoes, and some tofu. This one's smoked, but you could use plain, some bean sprouts and carrots, and then some vermicelli noodles. Important that it's thin. And then I'm just really finely chopping up the carrots. I'm getting rid of any excess stalks to keep the FODMAP lower. And then I'm peeling and finely chopping ginger, and then I'm peeling carrots, and then peeling it again so I have nice thin ribbons of carrot to use. Some bean sprouts, just a handful, roughly chopping the tomatoes, and then I've kind of squeezed out the tofu and I'm using about half a block. Then I'm going to fry off, but without oil, some of that tofu. I just want to dry it out a little bit. I want it to get a bit golden in places, so it's a few minutes, and then I'm adding in the rest of the vegetables, and I'm just going to cook those all down together. This just means that when you come to have your lunch, it doesn't take very long to heat up and get to a nice cooked state. And when I'm happy with that, after another say 4 minutes, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You could very easily make this a gluten-free meal if you can't tolerate gluten just by using tamari. And then I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil, which just makes it a bit more filling and substantial. And then once that's all stirred in, I'm going to add in some sesame seeds. I'm going to do about 1 teaspoon worth sprinkled on top, and then I'm just going to stir those through, and that is the kind of cooked vegetable portion ready to go. So I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon worth of miso paste, and I'm going to pour about 3 or 4 tablespoons worth of water and just mix it up so it's dissolved. This is really important because if you just put in miso paste, later when you put hot water on, it won't dissolve and you just have like a dense lump at the bottom. Then I'm putting the uncooked noodles on top, followed by the cooked vegetables, and layering up. It's really important, I've discovered through trial and error, not to cook the noodles first, because otherwise they go really soggy when you reheat it a second time, and that's not nice. That's not going to get you through your day. And then that is ready to cool down and then be popped in the fridge, ready to take to work the next day, but you can also keep it in the fridge. So you could let it warm up a little bit to room temperature or even microwave it at this point, but you're going to boil a kettle so you've got some hot water and pour that on top. Now I'm kind of limited by the size of the box. If you could transfer it to a bowl, or if you had a more suited lunchbox than this one, you could pour more water in, but just pour it to a level you think is kind of safe to eat basically, and covering the noodles. And then after about 5 minutes, it should be a nice temperature for eating, the vegetables should be warm, and those noodles will be cooked. If you want, you can also add some of the dark green section of some spring onions to add a bit more flavour to the recipe and freshness. But there you are, a packed lunch that feels like a fresh, homely, homemade meal that will warm you up on a winter's day. I'd love to know if you give this recipe a go. Definitely tag me on Instagram or something like that. I always love seeing when people make these recipes. I will definitely be having it again for the following week, as I have been the last. And I've made a few more now actually, so I'm looking forward to that. If you want some more inspiration for creating your own kind of packed lunches that are low FODMAP and vegan, I would definitely recommend my meal maker guide, which I'll link below, which I know people find very useful for bringing low FODMAP ingredients together into something healthy and delicious. Next week is a collaboration and Christmassy, so watch out for that next Sunday, and I'll see you then. Bye!